All right, so we're wrapping up today with some Yasuo control here. Yasuo, very good control champion, says, whenever you stun or recall an enemy, I deal 2 damage to it. And then he levels up when you've stunned or recalled 5 things. And then in addition to being a little bit bigger when he's leveled, when you stun or recall an enemy, he strikes it. So he turns all of your stuns into deal 5s. Spell card here, stun an attacking enemy. Not bad. Synergizes well with the champion that's in play. The rest of the deck has a number of controlling elements. Intimidating Roar here, very, very good with Yasuo. Cleans up boards against smaller creature decks. We've got Will to bounce things, Spirit Refuge to predict her things. Deny is interactive. Concussive Palm, very good with Yasuo because it stuns things. We've got Shadow Assassin, just a good threat that also draws a card when it comes out. Variety of other good, I'm learning the region names, Noxon and Ionia cards. So let's go ahead and pop on into some games here with this and see how it goes. First time playing Yasuo on stream, although we played against it a great deal as well. My personality is my best contraceptive. I mean, you know, at least you know. Opponent is playing what's likely an Endure deck. Yasuo in the opener sounds good. Usually their things are small, so I don't think I want Ravenous Flock to start. I think I want to mulligan the rest of these, looking for some cheaper cards to interact with their aggressive deck. Did not really find anything cheaper. Spider's good. They're attacking at even, so we'll see if they have an Elsie here.
Whatever that guy's called.
That is a phenomenal draw here with Flayed Belly Whirler.
I need help with that one.
Bladette Whirler. This card. Whatever this card's called.
Blade Twirler.
Listen.
Like he's twirling a blade.
Bladette Whirler. Okay, listen. Blade Twirler are 2 words. There is no space here on this card. Bladette Whirler. Bladette Whirler. It's a Bladette Whirler, okay?
Time people out for correcting you?
Oh, yeah.
You would. You didn't even pronounce Faye correctly.
Try to keep up.
My noise gate's set like exactly right, because when we're not talking and they're yelling, the microphone doesn't kick on. Which is nice. Whenever another ally dies, it deals 1 damage to the enemy nexus. I think we're just losing a spell mana here, so that way we can get Yasuo down and play our stun cards post Yasuo.
I think you overestimate what chat can hear on a normal day, or what's bothers. Like, they probably couldn't hear my phone vibrating.
They don't hear it. The vibrations are what are into the microphone. I know for a fact the phone vibrations come over. I've had that before with my phone.
Death is like the wind, always by my side.
Yarak Field Mirror, an opponent has spent 3 minutes on blocks. Rough. Sounds like magic.
Do you have your Discord sounds turned off on this computer?
No, Discord automatically mutes all of its sounds when OBS is running.
I just like when
I
you're
think
watching
I'm jumping here.
something and somebody's like notification sounds come through and you're like, ooh, I got a notification. Like, oh no.
Yeah, I had a couple of Windows ones that popped up at one point. I think I've nipped all the Windows ones in the bud. I need to fix my virtual audio cable. It stopped working.
Virtual cable.
It configures the system so... only certain sounds that I tell it to go through to OBS, but I still hear everything in my headphones. We had Windows bings the other day because, Chrome, when you control F for something in Chrome and it doesn't find what you're looking for, it bings. For whatever god-awful reason.
One blade, one purpose.
F streaming scheduling.
I've been updating it day by day. Do I want to deny this? Probably not. I'm gonna lose 2 mana here, though.
Somebody has decided sweet time.
I think this is worth denying just for the sake of being resource efficient here.
What does the lightning mean?
The lightning means it has quick attack. And this is fine. Like, they get to draw some cards here, but now they're not hitting my 3-2 for 1, so I think that's okay. Hey, thanks for the 22 months, Cyanide. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Keep around. Yeah, exactly. Having less bodies for Phantom Prankster is a big deal. Mentor Reckoner is going to be real good here if Yasuo lives. Now, I think I want to save this for something bigger. Like Fog Attacks or whatever. Yasuo is still pretty far from leveling up. Yeah, like tempoing a They Who Endure is one way they can steal They Who Endure is one way they can steal this game. Huh. Okay, I think we Concussive Palm now. So this way they don't get to atrocity me. It's a very good esports deck, Dr. Mr. Funny. An easy open on attacks here.
I like the mushroom.
It is. You're a filthy casual, so you would.
Nothing wrong.
You're not wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a filthy casual. You're very, very right.
Silent as death.
Super well set up here now. So I think we just will this back to their hand. And then we have a Concussive Palm here.
Rain here is opinionated.
Having played the other side of these matchups a lot, I think these types of matchups are very hard for my opponent's archetype. I think the Yasuo decks tend to be favored against the They Who Endure builds.
Is that the filthy casual?
This is the plebeian board.
I think it's pretty.
It is pretty.
I would play with it.
Everything in this game is pretty. It's all very well done. It's still a pleb board though, because it's free. Not wrong. It's much cheaper to be a whale in this game than it is to be in Raid.
Rough technique. Good results.
Does headphones mean no? Does no headphones mean no sound for me? Yeah, I'm not currently listening to the game sounds. I can like kind of hear them on my headphones, but I have them off so I can talk to Christy. Yasuo, a kind of tempo control card. I mean, it like technically generates tempo, but it's definitely more of a control card than anything in this archetype. I'm gonna go ahead and block here so we can try not to die. With the Mentor here. Mentor is gonna stun this at the start of their turn, which will level Yasuo.
I will follow this path until the end.
Leveling up. And then I think we open attacks here.
What's the player base like on this game? Does it have enough popularity?
Seems like it. The Twitch numbers are comparable to Magic,
And
which
you don't wait too long for Magic.
no, yeah, you don't wait long for games at all.
Still.
They best of one or best of.
They are best of one. But this game has a lot less variance than Magic, so best of one is fine. It's easy to have less variance than Magic, though. I was looking at the full list of champions in League, and there are some really cute champions not in Runeterra yet. Yeah, I believe that. Is it adjusted for Magic buying bot views? I'm talking about the average viewership rate. I'm talking about like the average viewership rate when the average viewership rate when like they're not doing like a magic event. I think I'm just willing this because this'll die. The leveled up Yasuo will strike it, so it'll die instead of going back to their hands. Although I suppose, am I dead to they who endure at this point? No, I have Yasuo Steel, right? We get to Steel Tempest it. Recall on the 2-3 was lethal because Yasuo would hit first. Oh yeah, you're super right, aren't you? Oh wait, I could do this, right? We'll do this, and then so this will kill these from Yasuo. And then the Mentor will stun this. We'll stun this, and then if they have another one, I can Yasuo tempo it. We're dead to Atrocity. I mean, I'm dead to Atrocity regardless, so. Like, for people that are saying we're dead to Atrocity, again, that's not helpful or constructive. So, like, if you see a way we're not dead to Atrocity, point that out, but don't just say dead to Atrocity, because this doesn't help. Okay, I love you.
Rough technique. Good results.
Steel Tempest can't save us unless they attack. Well, they have to attack, right?
I don't bite.
Yeah, Atrocity's the Ember Cleave of this game, except it's way more interactable.
We could use a bite.
Alright, so we'll open attacks and they'll die. I guess they could draw Atrocity here. Hot take, this game is way more interactive. I mean, to be fair, for as much as Magic players complain about wishing their games were more interactive, part of the reason why they complain so much is because Magic's not a very interactive game a lot of the time.
I will regain my honor.
Yeah, like, we talk about Atrocity being like 6 mana Fling, but like, Atrocity's actually a lot worse than Fling, right? Like, Fling, you can't kill the thing in response, and Atrocity you can, so it's like another interaction point. Actually, Concussive Palm's probably really good here, huh? Yeah, that too, Siji. The fact that both players have more cards and priority more often also makes the game more interactive than Magic. It's just, this game comes down to top decking way less often than Magic does because each player's drawing a card each turn.
Tightens the senses.
Alone, we see things as they truly are.
Don't let the fluffy tail.
Yeah, the biggest part, to harp on Magic for a second, my biggest issue with, like, the Winota banning was, like, they banned Winota, but, like, they left a bunch of things in the format that, in my opinion, are way more offensive than Winota. Teferi, Nexus of Fate, Wilderness Reclamation. I would much rather play against the Winota deck than any of those cards in Magic. Yeah, kind of basically the Pioneer problem.
Think you're fast? Cute. Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers.
I agree. The timing on the Winota ban was also not okay. I agree with that. That was also another problem, is their timing on it was god awful. This is really rough here.
Fast as wind, light as air.
Why not full swing there and hold up recall if they block the phase? Because I didn't want my phase to take damage from this. And I don't really want to play this that turn.
Here's our chance.
So when we recall this turns back into Concussive Palm here.
Now who's got the upper hand?
So now I can return, put this into play.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
And then I think we just open on Intimidating Roar, right? Charles Kyle, thank you for the 24 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome.
Unconventional.
It's a first time visiting the stream. You've been known to me since Magic Explorer the Spark, which is unfortunate timing. What's going on, Digby Wizard? Yeah. Even once I get back to doing some Magic, I will be, I will still continuing to do some Runeterra. I like this game a lot. Think it's a lot of fun. Think it's really well designed.
Underestimate. I dare you.
But was that good? If so, why? Please explain. Yeah, correct, EX. Their reasoning for the ban for Winota was also either bad or they're bad at their jobs. And in either way, it wasn't a good look.
Summon your own speed.
It wasn't good because it prevents us from drawing additional cards.
If I must.
Do not disappoint me.
Alright, so they've come some kind of trick or interaction here. Sure.
The order.
Alright, and they know about this concussive ball here. I am a bit leader. Thank you for the biddies, Bob. What deck is this, Bob? Also, no bad docs that I'm a bit leader. Can you tell me what the archetype is so I can enter the stream title?
These are dangerous lands.
Order rewards.
Easy karma.
Tread lightly, strike hard.
So we go block this, palm this. Hope to not get denied. Easy karma control. Of course, Bob.
Silence.
So I think we go just Blade Twirler into Intimidating Roar, right? This card is so good in this archetype. Yeah, we don't even have Yasuo out. Yeah, right? Why do your 2-drops one-shot people, right? What is love? Okay, once I have all of my areas to 8, I'm supposed to start changing them once I get to 12, right? Is that how that works? People who care about optimizing my free rewards, is that what I should be doing? I should be getting all of them to 12 now? For the most value. Okay. Yes, because every region except Bilgewater has an XP boost until 12, so new players can catch up on old regions. Oh, that's really smart. Another aggro deck, it looks like. Do I keep Spirit Refuge if I think they're an aggro deck? Probably not. Zed usually means elusives. My favorite champion so far, Twisted Fader Fizz. I think we played a Twisted Fate mid-range deck to get into Plat 4 today, and it was really good. Christy's favorite champion is Teemo.
Silent as death. Night falls. It's too late.
Block early, block often, champ. Yeah, I'm aware, but usually you want to order your blockers. Or order your attackers. I like Lux's animation the best. Lux's Final Spark animation is very tops. It's super good. When I'm summoned, grant me 1/1 for each unit you've stunned or recalled this game. What rank are we? You can always type ! rank in chat to find my current rank. We keep that updated for all the games that I play.
First step's the hardest.
We played the Zed Elusives deck yesterday, and the Zed Elusives deck was the first good Runeterra deck that people assured me was good that really felt god-awful. It felt wildly inconsistent at best. There's a timer thing new under the video. Yeah, they just redesigned the Twitch pages. That shows the current amount of uptime. My spiders are scared of their spiders, chat.
So young.
Yeah, the Twitch redesign as a whole is very, very good in my opinion. I think they did an excellent job. Oh, you know what? I probably should have played this out pre-combat to attack with it.
Let me change into something more comfortable.
I think we're dead, chat. Could have also stunned plus removed. Oh! Oh yeah, that's a good call. All right, we'll do that now, huh? She's still leveled up, but I do at least get to take her out of play with the Ravenous Flock. We're gonna have to take a hit this turn, but we'll at least get to do this. It definitely messed up by not doing this last turn. They were tapped out too, so like they could have a eat this, draw 2 cards here, and they wouldn't have been able to use that last turn. Yeah, Roar is definitely our best draw. That being said, if they don't have another Elise, like their spiders don't have Fearsome.
Is a leaf's only purpose to fall?
I'm not gonna attack with this House Spider because I don't want to trade my 2-1 for their 1-1. That'll make another thing here. Them trading off here seems really good for us. I think the way we lose this game is them finding another release. Well, I guess I have Will of Iona, so maybe that's not too bad. Okay. This doesn't seem too bad for us. Okie doke. Well, they didn't want to give me a chance to play blockers. I think I'm supposed to do this and then will this here, and then this happens.
The rain here is opinionated.
the people saying my opponent messed up by not doing that pre-combat, if they did that pre-combat, I would have been able to play this out as a blocker pre-combat as well. Because remember, if you play a card pre-combat, priority goes around. So like, there's upsides and downsides to both. It's not a strictly right, strictly wrong comparison.
One blade, one purpose.
In fact, had they played it pre-combat like Twitch chat wanted them to, they wouldn't have done any damage.
Rough technique, good results.
Rough technique, good results. Right, and this insulates us from a These being fearsome doesn't even matter here, right? So I could just pass? No, I should do this, right?
You have taken a dark path. You never did believe me.
And he levels up midway, right? So he'll kill Elsie now. This game is, at worst, as fun as Magic Flame Burst. I'm enjoying it a lot more than Magic lately, and it's way cheaper. It's far more consumer friendly and free to play friendly than Arena. Not having to buy loot boxes to get your cards is like pretty tops. And instead of being $100 to get your first tier 1 deck, it's $25 if you decide you do want to spend money on it and not free to play. The thing this game can't hold a candle to on Magic currently is the depth and variety of game modes because of the size of the card pool. And if Riot successfully hits their goal of releasing card sets every 2 months, within a year or 2 years, that won't even be a factor either. If they're able to hit their plans, game has a bright future mode. Like I would bet they're able to do what they want to do. Sure, but like when I talk about game modes, I don't just mean like when I say game modes, I don't just mean like quirky tavern brawl style game modes. I mean formats. And I guess I should be more specific when what I mean when I say that. When I say game modes, what I really mean is multiple formats. The Runeterra community is more friendly than Magic. I don't know that that's strictly true. I don't think I would make that claim. I think the Runeterra community is almost assuredly smaller than the Magic community. And smaller communities tend to be more inviting. If this game is successful, the community will become worse as it becomes bigger. That's just like how this stuff works, basically. No Yasuo yet. Real unfortunate.
I will unite the Freljord.
Yeah, I should have stunned the Hawk. I don't think it really matters, though. It's almost like people suck, and the more you get of them, the more they suck. Yeah, that's accurate. I feel like we're dead here. We just never found a Yasuo, and they just ran away with the game. Yeah, good example of the wrong half problem there, I think, is accurate. Just, like, had stuff, but it, like, all did kind of the same thing, and none of it interacted with their board profitably. I'm gonna bottom these two and look for some stuns and recalls for... I guess this recalls technically, right? Okay, I'm gonna bottom the deny. You know if there are any benefits to going beyond max for the weekly vault? I believe you continue getting prizes the more you play. If I recall correctly. When I'm playing Swain Twisted Fate, maybe something similar to the deck we were playing earlier today. That's a cheeky fun of with these blade twirlers.
Silence as death. Cannot hide.
I'm gonna offer the 1/1 trade here because my 1/1's likely to get swept away by a Twisted Fate trigger or something like that anyways.
I've whipped up something special.
Yep.
Never lost.
Yeah, I agree with that, Wylar. I would also be surprised if any particular community was largely better or worse than another. I think a lot of it is confirmation bias from people who are parts of those communities and what their experience with specific parts of it has been.
Think you're fast? Cute. Got a surprise for him.
I'm just gonna take this hit here. I don't really want to put this to 1 against the Twisted Fate Make It Rain deck.
Order rewards its faithful. I will play my part.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
By my hand, Noxus rise.
Night falls.
Think I just pass here and bake my spell mana? We're up to 6 here, so we can deploy Mentor this turn.
Lady Luck is smiling.
I could technically trade with Swain here, right? I could might this and then recall this, and then these would trade.
Oh, it's on. Who's got the upper hand?
Means I lose the return here, but that's fine.
Packed him good. Try to keep up. Should have sagged.
The right coin.
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
Scared stiff.
Twisted Fate leveling up here is a real big deal. Man, this deck really does not seem good when you don't have Yasuo, huh? Like, the games where we don't have our namesake, our deck just, like, basically doesn't do anything. I've got all of these cards that just, like, largely aren't good.
Soak it in.
And I don't have a consistent way to fight. I mean, we had 2 Blade Twirlers this game, and they just were not good enough.
Yasuo! Show yourself!
I'm a people.
Heavily relies on his champs, yeah.
Nothing personal.
Your end is my duty.
Really surprised they waited to do this. They could have gotten 2 more damage in if they would have done that before they let me block. Thanks, Seth. I appreciate it. That is not Yasuo, chat. I guess it does gain me some life. I guess this could find a Yasuo, maybe.
Of death.
Okay. Alright, baby steps. I have 8 mana left over, so I can't quite do this in this.
Soak it in.
Curse you.
Maybe I do.
Return home, Yasuo.
You know there's nothing for me there.
I think I'm gonna try and concussive palm. Do I just try and palm their Twisted Fate here? The problem is they could kill my Yasuo now.
Hold it, partner.
Brother.
Excuse me.
One blade, one purpose.
It says quick attack, so we get to get in. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one more shake, but pretty underwhelmed. I feel like that game was a good highlighting of the problems this archetype has. Like, it took us so long to get to Yasuo, and then when we finally found him, we were so far behind, it just wasn't able to catch us back up because Twisted Fate had been online for so long. And like, we're a control deck, but we don't actually have real tangible removal if we don't have Yasuo out, essentially. Definitely don't want General in the opener. You know, honestly, I'm just gonna mulligan for the card, my champion. We have not played Katrina, no. Yeah, I think we're just on, like, the full Maul for Yasuo plan from here on out.
Dark beckons. Alone, you see things as they truly are.
Hey, Captain Command, thank you for the 2 years of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
The order rewards its faithful. Dark beckons. Tread lightly, strike hard. You cannot escape.
So we'll trade here and we'll bounce this. Wow. We've talked a lot about play draw balance in this game. 56.5% win rate, higher on the draw. That's absurd. Like, this is for Magic. For reference, this is out of the Magic stuff. Like, ugh, it's just disgusting. What am I doing here? I think we're just doing this.
Silent as death.
Any favorite decks or archetypes other than ones tags as favorite leagues? No, I think everything that I like has had a favorite at this point. We've played pretty much everything on stream.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, and like this, right? Like, how do I ever beat this Heimer? Did it being on the draw used to be better at Magic? No, that was basically never the case. Like, I guess I recall it, so they don't start the turn with it out, but, like, I don't feel like I can do anything. Like, I basically, like, this deck is, like, a control deck that's, like, this awkward tempo deck when it doesn't have Yasuo, because, like, my things being removal depends on me having Yasuo out.
The dark beckons.
Obey my fight.
If they attack with both, we'll trade 2/2s. Yeah, the limited stats had play versus draw. The play was only like 1% better. The pleb's free to get timed out? Of course, Bon. Yeah, we've been having, if you're one of my regulars from Magic that also enjoys Runeterra, we've been having the chat open during Runeterra, and it's actually been fun. A little bit of a smaller community here, so. Relevant, context-related links are always welcome. My chat rules are very simple. Act like an adult, you'll be treated like an adult. Act like a child, you'll take a break like a child.
I need no weapon.
Yeah, it needs a, that's a good summary, Savid. It needs a plan B when it doesn't have Yasuo or another champion that takes advantage of these stuns. Like, this is the type of archetype, like I saw folks in chat talking about other champions that could maybe make this good. This is the type of deck where I would keep an eye on it as more cards are released. Because, like, it's like a second good champion away from, it's like a second good champion away from being really, really good. Denied.
Round and round and round it goes.
Okay, we have 9 mana here, so we can deploy Yasuo with Spirit Refuge or Palm, and maybe it'll be enough to get into this game.
My most groundbreaking invention to date.
The rotation problem. I mean, rotation isn't really a problem. Rotation is a feature, not a bug. So do I Intimidating Roar to block their attack for the turn? Probably. Do I expect them to, do I just roar now, or do I Yasuo and hope they do something else? I guess if they attack, they're only attacking for 10, and their deck doesn't have that much reach. I'm gonna get greedy in Yasuo here and try and roar after.
Fast as wind, light as air.
It's quick.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. I think if we get to roar with Yasuo out, we get to catch back up here in a big way. They could have a deny or a will here is the problem. Like if they bounce this in response, I don't get to kill any of their stuff is the issue. We're just getting double excited. Sure, yep.
Clear my name.
So like, if we find another Yasuo, it's leveled up, I guess. Yeah. I agree. I think we made the right decision on our decks. Just too fragile, so it wasn't good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and be done with this one. Like I said, I think we just have a concise wrap-up at the end. What was going on when you found Yasuo early and you were able to keep him in play and alive feels really powerful in this deck. When you don't find Yasuo or you find him and they interact with him, it's just not good enough. We need some kind of backup plan that's good when we don't have this, or some kind of redundant champ that gives us some kind of powerful payoff for our stuns, while Blade Twirler here is something of a payoff for stuns. It's just nowhere near the power level of Yasuo, and it's also able to be interacted with very consistently and reset and stuff, so it doesn't last long enough to be a supplementary thing a lot of the time. So overall, this archetype felt a little bit weak. All right, we are going to wrap up today with another control deck. Bob donated for Easy Karma Control, which I actually haven't loaded into my deck editor yet. So I'm going to hit a quick ad roll, and we'll be back in just a few minutes once I've got that loaded up and tweeted out that we're playing one more thing. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. Don't go anywhere.